Yeah, hey friends, again it's your boy Mr. Miles Scales, and you're welcome to this channel. If you're new to this channel, hey man, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss most of my videos. And in this channel, I do train you on how to be consistent in the Forex markets. And what I'm expecting you guys is leave a comment and leave a like. What do you think about this video? Because I'm gonna break it down for you, and I'm gonna break down to a strategy on how to pass any prop fund. But today basically I'm focusing on my Forex fund, okay? So I'm going to give you the strategy that of which I use to pass many accounts, of course, because I have been trading for FTMO and now I'm trading for my Forex fund. And I'm going to give you a brief history of how I started trading for all these things. The first prop firm I started with was FTMO, because I bought an account of FTMO that was 10k and I failed it. Then the second time I went for it, I passed it. Then again went to an account of 50k and then 100k. Now again I'm back to my Forex fund, and I already have an account with my Forex fund. So let me break down to you the strategy that I use and the rules that I use to pass the things. It's pretty very easy, but after watching this video, I guess you'll get the confidence to go for it and trade for them. Now, let me first give you a simple story about myself. You see, at the time I bought a 10k account in FTMO is different from my Forex account in my Forex funds. In FTMO, in the first phase, that is the challenge phase, you're supposed to make 10%. So in that 10,000 USD account, I was supposed to make 1,000 USD. Okay. So I passed the first phase. Then going to the second phase, I was supposed to make 5%, and they give me 2 months. So I had made up to 3% in only 1 week. So in the next week, I wanted to make all the 2% to pass. That is when everything came up and I failed. I failed only because I failed to only manage my risk. Impatience. So again, I bought the thing and I went again well and I passed it. I went for 50k and I passed it. And I also bought 100k, I passed it. But with the time, I lost my 100k account because that time there was NFP and I traded NFP. Remember, in FTMO, you're not supposed to trade this volatile news. When you're not supposed to trade them like 5 minutes to the news or 5 minutes after the news. They will ban your accounts. Okay, now let me give you a brief sample. Right now I'm actually a fund trader of my Forex fund, and let me give you a brief example and brief strategy of which I use. Okay, so these are my charts. You can see I just sit here and I trade very well here. And if you're not in my Telegram group, please check the link in the description. Join my Telegram group. If you feel like WhatsApping me, you can do that. And I'm also going to leave the video on my link. I will pin it about the 2 videos that will help you pass this. It's a strategy, complete strategy that will help you pass this. So you'll go and watch. But here I'm just going to describe more about that strategy. Now, one thing, let's take for example, you're buying an account of 10,000 USD, and in this account, of course, in my Forex fund, you're supposed to make 8% for phase 1. Then phase 2, you're only supposed to make 5%, and they give you 5%. You take all the 2 months for yourself. Then in the first phase, they only give you 1 month, and you're supposed to make 8%. Unlike FTMO, in FTMO, you're supposed to make 10% in the first phase. But of course, I'm talking about my Forex fund because I'm in love with these guys. They're the best and they're very cheap even. So now you're supposed to make 8%, and I've given you $10,000. So you're supposed to make how much? $800. You've bought an account of 10,000 account. I think an account of 10,000 USD costs you something like $84 only, and you go for the challenge and verification. Then after that, you trade for them. And now let me give you a brief sample. When you buy an account, one thing is relax. That's number one thing. Another thing is that if you buy an account on Friday or Thursday, wait until the next week. Start trading on Monday. I'm going to tell you why. On weekend, I advise you always buy your account on Thursday and Friday. Then on weekend, draw your plan. I want you to draw your plan. Like for me, this is how I drew my plan. The first 10k account of my Forex fund, because I also bought my Forex fund 10k first before I passed it. Now, I bought my 10k and then I drew my plan. I was like, I'm supposed to make $800 in 1 month. What should I do? Okay. Which lot size should I use, and how much profits? How much is always my take profit, and what is always my stop loss? Well, my stop loss is always 25 pips. My take profit is always 60 pips minimum. So now, if I use a lot size of 0.20, okay, 0.20, and I make a profit of 100 pips, that is $200. So meaning I only need 4 trades that I can make 100 pips to get to 8%, and I pass the challenge. Don't trade without drafting your plan. Get a book, write down your plan, write down your stop losses, write down your stop loss, and write down your take profits. And write 4 pairs that you're only going to master them and trade with them. Then another thing is calm down. Don't be on pressure. Don't be on pressure. Treat this account more than your account, because I promise you, when you're funded trader, life is very easy, because you're going to use a big lot size. You're trading $100,000, and you can even scalp and you're still making money here in Africa, because in Africa, when you're making a day $200 or $300, you're a smart guy. More so here in my country. Now let me give you a brief example. Write down your plan. Don't trade without a plan. Write down your strategy well. How are you going to be entering trades? And make sure, if you want to get an additional advantages, make sure you develop your strategy in a way that you're going to be using a sniper entry. You can even have 10 pips stop loss. So you will check the video. I'll leave I'll leave a comment, a pinned comment. Check it, and if you need more of my help, go and check the description. About my description, you can WhatsApp me. You can join the Telegram using the link in the description. That is it. Now, these guys, people who pass these things are just like you. They're normal traders, but you can even find a trader who is very good in trading, but after being given an account, they fail. Why? Because they are under pressure. You've never managed an account of $100. Excuse me. You've never managed an account of $100, 100,000 USD. So you're going to be in that pressure. So what I advise you to do first is sit down and write down your plan. Before you do anything, write down your plan. Ask yourself, what lots am I going to be using, and what's my take profit, what's my stop loss, which risk am I going to be using, how much am I going to be risking? Am I going to be risking 1% of the account, or am I going to be risking 2% of the account? Very easy. If you do that, in 2 weeks, you're done with the challenge. For as long as in your strategy, you at least you have an assurance of 80% accuracy, you're still fine. 80% accuracy, 85% accuracy, 90% accuracy, you're still fine. Even 75, you can still pass this challenge very well. Okay, so basically, my strategy talks about structures in a market. You see, I'm very keen. I told you the trend, market structure. Okay, the reason why I hold up to 100 pips, I like, if you've been following my telegram, you see that I'm always trading with some few guys. I can hold a trade up to 100 pips. Why? Because I know where I'm going. 1, don't trade without understanding the trend. Okay, don't trade without understanding the level in the market. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Don't trade without understand them, because because the things keep on repeating. The first thing is never trade without knowing the trend, guys. Okay, never trade without knowing them. Then there are these structures, ranging markets, like how can I say, don't make any mistake of entering a trade when you don't know where you don't know where you're going. Let me tell you one thing. People always ask me that, Miles, how do you know you're holding a trade up to 100 pips? I told you one thing. If you want to make money in trading, 1, when you enter a trade, know where you will stop, know where you're going, and know where you're entering from, and know where you exit from. 4 rules. When you know that, you'll be patient to hold a trade up even up to 200 pips. Why? Because you know where you're going. If you know that this trade is going to fall up to 200, even 300 pips, why can't you be patient and wait for your money? It will take you time, like 3 weeks, yes, or 2 weeks, but still you'll get the money. 2 weeks is enough for you to get 200 pips. You get that? So it's very pretty easy. I'm just trying to advise you is, when you're going for any challenge, come and watch my video. Go and watch all my videos about if you still don't have a strategy, then don't buy any challenge. The first thing I can tell you, that before you go and buy a real challenge, first begin with a demo account. Buy that demo account and see how they rank you. See how they rank you when you're trading. See how they rank you when you're trading. And when you buy that demo account, don't trade carelessly because it's a demo account. Put in effort. Treat it like it's a real account. Treat it like you really bought as a funded account. Do it twice. Then after doing it twice, then you can go and buy the real account for yourself. Try it, because even if you're a good trader, first go and try demo, because go and see the experience. Go and see how things move. Go and see how those guys rank you, because at the end of it all, you'll gain some confidence in them. You get that? Yes. And don't trade it just like you don't care what. No, trade like you really you're really funded trader. Trade like that. That's when you'll get serious and you'll make the money. So guys, don't forget that this video is being sponsored by Xness. If you're still suffering with a broker, check the description, click that link and open yourself a trading account. Especially when you're a new trader, what you have to do is don't lose your money into these fake brokers. Open yourself a trading account. You can learn from me if you want. If you need most of my help, you can check my WhatsApp me and we can talk. And if you're in Uganda and you need, of course, like private classes, if you want to see me physically, if you want me to teach you physically, you can just check my WhatsApp. You can call me and we can organize how we can meet. Only if you're in Uganda, or if you're in Kenya and you're willing to cross the border, of course, because I don't know when I'm coming back to Nairobi, but I don't know, maybe I think after election that's when I'll be in Nairobi. So guys, let me wish you all the best. Don't forget about that. Okay, have a nice time. And also, if you want to trade with me, it's very easy. You can WhatsApp me. Go and check my Telegram, how we have been performing in our trades together. Of course, it is not by force. It's only free. It's only, like, how can I say, if you feel like, it's not by force, it's for only those who feel like. So go and check the Telegram, follow my trades and see how we move. Okay, especially when you want to get funded, the best thing you can do is come, let me help you. I wish you all the best, guys.